two things. So this is something that I always like to do. I take the oil makeup remover and I put some little cotton buds inside, wet. There's a little bit of product inside, so they're wet for me already. So if I make a little mistake, I can always just dab on and I already have them ready. Another thing I can tell you is a great way to pick up any mistakes is to just dab it on like this, roll it, and pick it up. A lot of times we have a tendency to do this, and all we do is just smear it all over the place. Exactly. So now, the concealer. Remember, we need very little concealer, but what I want to do is really perfect the look of this eye. So I could use the concealer brush, but I'm going to use the foundation brush because we've already applied concealer, and I just want a very light application. See, and I go in here, and I just clean up right under the eye. One thing I can tell you, ladies, is if you're ever doing a really strong eye like this one, you might want to do your foundation and your concealer after. So actually do the eyes and then do the concealer and foundation. Then you'll know that if anything fell under your eye or on your cheek, you can clean it up, and then you'll have that perfect finish afterwards. But since we've applied our primer, we've had no fallout. There we go. Okay, so that's the concealer, and those are the eyes. And then we'll move to her cheeks. Now, the cheek brush is a fantastic product to use. Let me explain to you. To do contour, I like to grab the brush and make it a little tighter like this. When I do blush, I let go of it and I make it softer. So that's two ways of using this brush. So what I'm going to do is use sandstone. And by now, poor Katya definitely knows what a fish face is. So make a fish face. See? And then we mark that area right under the cheek. And actually, if you look that way, Katya, I can show them. And then we can do a little bit darkness right here and bring it down the neck. Meaning we leave this area lighter, and then the darkness right here, that gives us that wonderful shape to our face, and you want to blend really well. So did you see what I'm doing? When I apply it, I tighten the bristles, just like this, and then when I want to blend it, I do this, which actually I'm going to apply the blush over that. Now smile for me, and I apply it right here. And this time, I let go of the brush. That's one of the things I love about this brush is being able to do things like that, where they can actually act like 2 or 3 brushes, and all you need is one. So now let me try it on this side. Thank you. There we go. I carry it to the temples, a little bit down here. And then we do that pretty cheek color once again. And then we can do things like, refining the nose. I'm going to use this, actually an eyeshadow brush, just to really illustrate how to do it. You take the darker color in sandstone, and you go down and then in. Down and then in, just like this. And then you want to blend that really well. One trick that I love to do is after doing this on your nose, you take your facial highlighting pen and you do just a little once over. Maybe you put it on your finger and you do just a little bit on that bridge of that nose, and it really works because it's not like a really heavy shine or sparkle. It's just that highlight that we want. So let's see. So now I'm blending and looking, and now we're going to do a little bit of the Whisper lipstick. All right. Just to show you the versatility of the brushes, I actually use the concealer brush as a lip brush. Reason being, it's a synthetic bristle, so it can be used with creams. So then we put it right on the lip like this. Or If you want to really see the texture of the lipstick, you want to put it on like this. Remember, ladies, that if you want like a long wear lipstick, or if you want your makeup to stay on even longer, the more layers that you do, obviously, the better. And then we're going to finish off with the cream and sugar gloss over it. Look, I start in the middle, and I sort of walk it out from the middle. Because whenever you look at a model, at our picture, you're always going to see that there's something in the middle that makes the whole thing look more plump. Looks very nice. The other thing that you can always do with a look like this is, when I was telling you about the facial highlighter right down the nose, you could also put a little bit here in this corner to lift the lips, so your lips look fuller. You could put a little bit right here. How many of you feel that one of your eyebrows, it's like lower or higher than the other? There you go, many of you. So try this trick. Take the facial highlighting pen and put a little bit up here and blend it really well. What you're doing is you're creating this illusion that when people see you, there's a little bit of light right here that will lift your eyebrows. Someone asked me, give me a quick tip on how to make my face look younger. And I said, work on your eyebrows. Open those eyebrows up and create a really beautiful arch. And that really works.
That's terrific.
And then the last thing that I want to show that I love, that if you guys are not familiar with it, it's amazing. It's the makeup finishing spray. It's something that as a makeup artist I've been using for a while. And close your eyes. We apply it like this, and then we make an X so that we get it everywhere. And what it does is that two things. Have you ever put on your makeup and you feel like you look too powdery, like you've applied too much? A couple of spritz of this will take care of that, will make your skin look like it's breathing and just gorgeous, healthy skin. But the most important thing is it'll, again, seal your makeup. I hate to use that word because it's not like you're setting the makeup, but it is a setting of the makeup. But also, it will, for instance, if you work at an office or if you work somewhere where you did your makeup at 9 a.m., by 5 p.m., you might just want to spritz this again for a little refresher, and it's great. I see you did that really well. That's perfect. So it does give a little moisture, but it dries really fast. I know you guys work with an amazing company creating that too.
Yes, we worked with Scandinavia, who's the leading makeup finishing spray.
That's right. It's all about them, and it's amazing. So you're getting a really amazing quality product that is red carpet proof. It's Hollywood proof because I know we've all used it backstage. So it's a really great thing for you guys to have. And again, here's Katya with my signature look.
Well, thank you so much, Luis and Katya. We really appreciate being here. Now, Luis and ladies, I have to tell you, I've been watching you put on this makeup, and your eyes, they are just transforming as we're sitting here. It's really cool. So I know Luis shared some great tips with us today, but I want to take a few more minutes to talk to you about your work with Mary Kay.
Sure.
So tell me, what inspired you to create the look that you did for us here?
Well, really,
And I am going to, your mic is coming up. Now try again.
Good. It was really, when I look at the room, that's really the answer. All these women who are different skin tones, different ages, different hair, different everything, different personalities. I wanted to make their eyes stand out. And it doesn't mean that you have to do something this strong. Again, it could just be a little bit of liner, blend it in just a little bit, bringing that focus on the eyes is really what I was after.
I love that. Yeah. Like you said, eyes are the window to a woman's soul. So
That's
it's great
right.
that you can really just make them pop.
It's the first thing I usually look at when I meet someone.
Yeah. Well, tell me about some of your favorite Mary Kay products and why you love them.
Wow, there's so many. In working with Mary Kay, it's been such a pleasure to be able to bring some of those makeup artist tricks, really, and introduce them to people so that they can really use them at home. And things like primers that maybe we didn't hear about even 2 or 3 years ago make such a huge huge difference.
I know it's been something you've been using for years.
Oh,
and so
yes.
now that they're really more readily available,
That's right. This eye primer, I mean, to do a look like this without the primer, it would be extremely difficult. To make an eyeshadow look this smoky and beautifully finished, you would have to work really hard. Tools like the brushes, you know. I carry these brushes every day at work.
Yep.
They're great quality.
And also the bronzer. You had some great tips on bronzer.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the fact of having products that you can use for different things, you know. I know that you know, I have a lot of women in my family, and I know that it's not about carrying 10 or 20 products in your bag, but carrying things that actually work. So that bronzer, you can use it on your eyes, you can use it as a bronzer, and then I was telling you, you can almost rub it in your hand with a little body lotion and just put that as a little bronzing lotion.
I love that. I love this kind of multifunction. Well, tell us a little bit about how you could take Katya's look from day to night, or what we could do to layer, you know, our eye makeup to really transform that look.
The best thing to do on a look like this would be to maybe apply another coat of mascara, or maybe do a little bit of liquid liner,